Yo, what's up? Welcome back.
What's going on, everybody? How you guys feeling? How you doing? Hope you guys are all having a great day. Uh, so
Mista gets us a little off. We're gonna fair warning.
yeah, might not be as bubbly as I'm always is, but we're gonna go ahead and get this video out to you guys, so you guys don't have to, go like 2 weeks or so without a fucking video. Today we're gonna be discussing our top 5 Disney slash Pixar movies.
We had some technical difficulties with our first one, so with our first take of this, so we have to do it again. So sad.
Unfortunately, yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pass it off to you to start. We'll start off with your top 5
I'll
Disney
start.
slash Pixar movies.
Okay. This is a fair warning. Mine might be some recency biased, but I'm gonna start with some honorable mentions. Monsters University, just love the prequel. It's the first time I can tell you a prequel seemed just as good or better than the original. And then I'm just going to talk about the Lion King was one of my favorites growing up, so I just like talking about it, putting it in there. At number 5, I have Luca. Luca set off in a small Italian village, sea monsters. I love Luca. I love the story. Some moments in it, good favor, not for some reason. Sheen's 18 in the Italian. For some reason, thought he was Hispanic. Don't know what happened there. If you guys seen, you know what I'm talking about. But overall, that's my number 5. Number 4, Elemental. And the only reason I have it here, the only reason, is the relationship duo from the two characters. I feel like in most Disney cartoons, it's usually reverse, where the girl's all bubbly and the guy tries to be tough but secretly has a heart. No, this was a girl that does not have a heart but wants one, and the guy who has the biggest heart coming together. They're fire and water and they can hold hands without creating steam. My number 3 used to be my number 1 when I was growing up. Still holds a heart. I keep it there. Lilo and Stitch. From the TV series to the other movies, Lilo and Stitch is just something I enjoy and I have a good time. I used to relate to Stitch a lot because I would talk really fast, nobody could understand me, and I was super hyperactive. People thought I was weird. So,
Because you are weird.
one and the same.
We won't
Yes,
talk
I
about
am.
that.
Tangled was my number 1 when I was in high school and stuff. Just it took over Lilo and Stitch, and I think it was because of the jokes. Flynn Rider being like a thief, but then was secretly the biggest heart of gold out of anybody. He was an orphan that read to orphans. Can you imagine if Batman was an orphan that read to orphans?
Batman
No.
probably
He's an
does
orphan
read
that
to
beats
orphans.
up. No. Batman is someone who beats up other orphans.
Because fuck those guys.
You tell me the Joker's
Why
not
are you
an
an
orphan?
The fuck? Imagine not having parents.
Anyway.
Just get new parents. Fucking weirdo.
I don't have parents.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, don't talk. Okay, you know what? This is a Disney movie, and there's 2 Disney movies I grew up loving, and I'm gonna mention them now before I talk about my number 1. Tangled, love everything about it. Great villain, everything's beautiful. The 2 movies I'm talking about are Chicken Little, because that was my nickname growing up because I used to play sports and I was tiny. And Meet the Robinsons. Still love the movie.
Phenomenal
Could have put it in the honorable mentions. But you're telling me this super genius man, if this super genius kid showed up to my house and told me he could pretty much make my house invisible, incredible, it don't matter. I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'll take a chance on the kid. 14. He was 14 when he finally got adopted by a scientist. Stick away from that. It's not in my list. But my number 1, Welcome to Dios de los Muertos. Coco. I could literally watch Coco every day. Right now as an adult. Once I saw that movie, I was like, man, I kind of like it. Watched it again. I'm like, man, I really love this movie.
Bro started
And
crying.
the only... I really did. I cried. When he got thrown off by, man, what's his name? De La Cruz. When he threw him off. I was like, he's gonna die. Why is he die? What? But the only issue I have with it, and this is coming from a personal thought process, is why didn't Hector, his actual biological great-great-grandfather, Tell him who he was. Not that like, oh, I'm actually a great great grandfather. No. Be like, yeah, I used to travel and write the songs for him.
People don't want to do stuff like that, you know. It's like keep heritage and shit a secret. Not heritage, but you know, like keep the dad lore.
The
The
Lord.
dad lore doesn't come out until it's like a random moment in time, and they just randomly drop lore on you and walk away. That's the granddad lore. The dad, it
Yeah, and
happens.
hold on. And how he finds out kind of pissed me off, where he's like, "I'm sorry, Mama Coco," and fucking Hector's like, "Did you just say Coco? You mean?" And then I don't remember how he says it. He explains it. He's like, "This Coco," and he's like, "Yeah, that's Mama Coco." And then it's like, oh, they realize they're related, and it's like, are you shitting me?
It'd be like that sometimes, man.
This 10-year-old kid was able to look at a guitar, hear a guitar, and then build his exact guitar that played and learned how to play it. I don't see any of y'all doing that. Nobody can do that.
I don't care to do it.
That kid is special. I don't believe you could even if you tried.
I couldn't.
Here's the thing. I know how guitar is built, and
You turn into Optimus Prime, man.
I look like a 90s VHS tape.
Yeah, you do, but you know, we'll as long as we can hear you, I think that's more important. And we'll figure out technical difficulties later.
Oh, hey, but I feel bad. Y'all have to edit so much fucking shit.
We have a lot to fucking edit, but it's okay. This is what we pay Brandon for.
Hey,
He's gonna see this and be like, hey, "Fuck you."
hey, hold on. Then man. I might have to send him a like tip or something. Thank you.
See, while his camera and everything is actually working properly, I'm gonna go ahead and start listing off my 5. So
Yeah, let's knock his out.
I don't have any honorable mentions because when do I ever have honorable mentions that I write down? At least they always.
He doesn't honor anything. If it doesn't make the list, he doesn't honor anything. If it doesn't make the list, it don't count.
Exactly. See, he gets it. Listen. Okay, so my
I
number
don't
5.
because I don't want it.
My number 5 is Monsters Inc. It's just one of those movies that I enjoy watching. You know, you sit down and it's like thinking about it is kind of crazy because like, what if there really are like different fucking portals and shit to like different closets and everything? And like, I don't know. It's just having those thoughts as a kid and thinking about it. It's like, damn, that could actually be something that's going on.
Yeah, the fact they took something so simplistic and then was just like, bam.
Yeah, it was nice to see. And then, damn, I am kind of gonna like speed run a little, guys. I don't have much to say about mine and why.
He
what
just
I love
loves
watching.
Them.
Yeah. My number 4 is Finding Nemo because Finding Nemo was a phenomenal movie. And again, it's just
Finding nothing. That's what that means.
Yeah, like once you learn what Nemo actually means, it's like, whoa, was Marlin just fucking schizophrenic?
He hit that PTSD.
I was gonna say all his kids died, and he just kind of hoped that he just had like weird trauma.
Saved one.
And then they also say that clownfish change their genders if need be. So bro was just trying.
I was about to say that.
Bro was trying to repopulate. That's what it was. He needed to find Nemo for different reasons.
Yeah, he's straight up like, I don't want to be a woman.
He's like, somebody's got to do it.
And
it's not gonna be me.
I'd rather be a single dad than.
So I actually decided to flip these, and we're gonna make my number 3 Wally.
Aha!
We're gonna switch it from what it originally was, and we're gonna make it my number 3 now.
We're not gonna talk about the old list. Mine
Exactly.
stayed the same because I didn't feel any different.
Yeah,
Wally's simple. That's why he likes it. He loves the simplicity.
Exactly. It's extremely simple. And then like the humans, the way they interact and everything, it's like it's already happening. Basically, if you go to Walmart, you'll see that shit with the people in the carts and everything. So it's like, even though logically they should not be as big as they are, seeing it's like how everything is going, but like it's still funny to see it play out in real life because that's how it would be if humans live a luxury life like that.
Sorry to ruin anybody who doesn't think this, but where do they get their food?
See, you got to plump them up. You know what I'm saying? Cut them up. This one was big and juicy. You know what I'm saying? That's a great steak right there. You know what I'm saying? But So going to my number 2,
Steak milkshake.
the steak shake. So
Yeah, here's
going,
number 2.
my number 2 is Up. I decided to keep Up as my number 2. I do enjoy the sad backstory behind it, like the depiction of love and loyalty. I really love, because as you guys know, loyalty is my number one thing above all. So
Dude, one of these days we have to do a filler where it's like, what are our actual traits?
yeah, and then so on top of that, I love the goofiness behind it, because there's no way in hell balloons, no matter how many balloons you have, are fucking carrying the house. And I want to know, like,
Somebody try to calculate it. It was like one of those MythBuster-esque accounts that was like, oh, could this actually happen?
so my last one and my number 1, I decided to make The Incredibles, because I did a little bit of thinking this time, and The Incredibles like had a bigger impact on me than I thought it did. You know, like the memes, the where's my super suit, like everything is just great. I love it. I love the superhero family. They got the kids right. They even the baby, they got the baby correct. You know, most shows, as I will bring up a lot, like they don't get babies and kids done correctly.
An example that I can give of us talking about that is the Loud House. If you've ever seen that, like some of the sisters are pretty well, and then other ones are like, why are they even a sister? Just get rid of that character.
I haven't seen it, but it is on my watch list.
We have a lot on our watch list because cartoons there's so many.
So I was like, yeah, I thought about it further, and I think The Incredibles is also another thing that really kicked off my love for superheroes that I have.
I could see that because like it's basically like simplistic superheroes. They have one superpower, they do one thing really better than the rest, and they can utilize that to their advantage.
Right. And the no capes will always be iconic. Always.
No capes, the summer of '57.
Yeah. Edna is that bitch, you know what I'm saying? Like, will always be fucking iconic to me. So the movie just did a
Dude, we
lot
might
for
cover
me.
the Incredibles in the future.
Oh no, we will. There's no might. We will. It's just gonna be way into the future.
Help us build up. Make sure I can be consistent with technology.
Technology. Yeah, eventually we're gonna like I said, we're gonna get this man some better Wi-Fi or something going on, because once that happens, we'll be unstoppable.
Times change.
Yeah, like welcome back,
Dude,
everybody.
dude.
It's part 2 for real.
I would say, look, my area doesn't look any different. I'm wearing a similar shirt, got my hat on. You look bright and sunny in the background. You went from the good nights to the good mornings.
All right,
We
so
teleported. It got late recording, so we went to bed, got a good night rest before we could finish the rest of it.
damn, I should have snapped last night so I could like snap again and edit in as if we just transitioned. But whatever, it's too late for that. Look, so all right, we're gonna go ahead and finish our list here. We got 5 non-Disney / Pixar movies that we enjoy, so we're gonna go ahead and knock that out. Now that I'm not as tired as I was.
He was snoozing. We were still like talking about something after we stopped recording. And he was just like, it's like, damn, big dog.
All right, who's gonna kick us
So,
off?
would you like?
Nah, you can. We can start with yours. We can start with yours.
Oh, you will start with me. Okay. So, 2 honorable mentions are kind of 2 different realms. One of them I grew up with. It's the SpongeBob movie, the one from 2004, the original.
Mm-hmm.
That was like with the one with David Hasselhoff and the robot stuff. Great story, fun to watch. It just kind of creeps out my top. My next honorable mention is 8 Crazy Nights. You ever heard of that movie?
Yeah, we talked about it before.
The Adam Sandler Christmas Jewish movie.
Yeah.
I just enjoy it because there's so many memes from it, and you don't realize you're like, I've never seen that, and then once you see it, you're like, oh, I know that. Now I'm gonna jump in number 5. This is gonna sound weird, but it's kind of a tie, but it's not at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I went with the Sing series, 1 and 2. as my number 5.
Okay.
And this is what's funny. Let me tell you real quick. So I originally had Sing One in the number 5 spot. No problem. Was like I enjoy the music. I enjoy the story. Johnny's story with his dad. Man, that could make a grown man weak at his knees and cry. Because everybody has some kind of relationship that they feel like everybody knows that somebody or been through a relationship like that, and it hurts sometimes. So when you see it work out the way it did, it's like tugs at the heartstrings. But my dad, I was kind of telling him what was popping my list and stuff, and he goes, "Have you seen Sing 2?" I go, "There's a second one?" So he makes me sit down and watch it as like a family thing. We watched it with my son and stuff, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" It was also a banger,
Mm-hmm.
and it. They have great jokes. The music's good. They got good songs. It's entertaining, and I think it's just a good time. That's why I think I like it so much. It's just a good time. So I put both of my 5, kind of like if you want to put one or the other, it don't matter. Both of my number 5. Be honest, this movie is very forgetful if you're not a true fan of the movie.
Mm.
Rise of
Wait, one more time, because you cut out when you said it.
Rise of the Guardians.
The fuck is that? What is that? Ew! No, I'm just playing. Hang on.
It's the Jack Frost
Oh, okay. I know it. I know what it is.
Frost Buff Santa movie.
Yeah, I got it now. That's all you had to say was
Been a
Jack
minute
Frost,
since
and I
I've
would
seen it.
understood.
It's been a minute since I've seen it, but I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
I I watch it. I think I haven't watched it in probably like 7, 8 years now. But like when I was younger, I used to watch it a lot, and it'd be like, do I like it? No, I love it. Number 3, completely didn't know was not a Disney movie. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh yeah, that's valid. That's valid as fuck. I need to watch the. Wait, isn't that this? That's not the second one, is it? That's the first one.
That's the first one. Okay, hold on. I absolutely had to look this up to make sure I did not do this wrong. The first one is Spider-Man Into the
The
Spider-Verse.
second one is
The
across.
second one is Spider-Man Across the
Yeah, I need to watch the
Multiverse.
second one. I'm probably gonna watch that
I do
tomorrow night.
too.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, I plan on watching it soon too.
Yeah.
But Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, man, if you don't enjoy that, I don't care what age you are, if you like superheroes or not, it's just fun to watch.
Yeah.
And the song Sunflowers by Post Malone,
The shit was stuck in everybody's head forever.
dude, that shit, anytime that song comes on, it gets stuck in my head, and all I can see is him going, well, he's trying to do some art or whatever.
I'm gonna do
My number 2. My number 2,
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Shrek.
Boo. No, I'm just
Now, arguably the greatest DreamWorks movie of all time. The thing about Shrek, I think Shrek 2 is a better movie. But I thought, which movie do I go back to and watch more? Shrek. I go back and watch the first one more than I watch the second one. But I also think it's because I think the story's more fun to watch. I think it's just more enjoyable. Overall, you get to learn more about the characters and how much you can actually enjoy them. Now, Puss in Boots is great, and he comes in the second one, but Donkey, Fiona, Shrek, that's all you need.
Yeah, I like the
Lord Farquaad.
like the again with the simplicity. That's all it is. It's just a simple plot.
Yeah.
It gets convoluted and like complicated in the second one, in my opinion, but it's
Dude,
still nice.
If the third one gets very convoluted, but I think the fourth one's the most convoluted if we really talk about that. But I just think there's a lot of detail that they put in the movie that nobody caught until like 20 years later. And that's a whole nother story. We can get on that in another video. But I just think it's more I just think it's I think it's more enjoyable overall. My number 1.
Let's hear it.
Hotel Transylvania.
Oh, I didn't even think of Hotel Transylvania.
Have you seen all of them?
I've seen 1 and 2, and I've kind of like seen bits and pieces of 3.
Dude. Okay, I'm gonna go start 3-1. So 3 is on like a cruise ship. Dracula falls in love again, but with a vampire hunter. Different story, different day. But when he's on the cruise dancing along and they got the music going with him, that's just me. Get a few adult beverages in me, and
Bro
that's what I
said,
look like.
he's
I'll
me
be
for real.
loved it, loved everything about it. The second one's fun because you get to meet their kid. Their kid has a love interest with a werewolf, and they're only like 4 years old, so it's even better. It's hilarious.
That's
But the
another.
first one,
That's another animation / movie where they get kids correct, in my opinion.
100. Oh my god, the whole werewolf thing, where like all the boys are fighting, all fucking 600 of them, and then the girl, as soon as it's like Wendy, she starts walking through all the boys, is like,
Yeah.
don't touch her, don't touch her, and then she comes through and just sniffs the shirt, and then goes, names every detail of anything that he did in the next like hour. Oh, he got into a car. It was old but needed an oil change. Uh, he's he bought a plane ticket to wherever it was. It's
Yeah.
he's sitting in seat 32B, and it's like, oh, okay.
It was great. They
But
did
yeah,
that absolutely perfect.
so yeah, I love it. I watch it every time. Anytime I see it on TV, anytime I'm like scrolling past whatever it's on. I don't know what it's on. It might be on Paramount for all I know.
I don't know. I need to look into it because I need to watch the third one, even though people were complaining about it.
What were they complaining about?
I just
I've
saw
seen
people
it. I'll tell
talking
you if it's
about like
valid.
the animation change and shit like that. They said they felt way too over animated and shit.
Okay, I can see that because they are pretty like more cartoon feeling when
Mm-hmm.
you're watching it. Kind of like the difference being between like a Mickey Mouse and a Looney Tune short is the feel difference.
Mm-hmm. That's what people were
Like you just got
complaining about.
Mickey, but who cares? It like who cares about the art? The art doesn't matter. What matters is the story and if you enjoy it. That's it. If you have likable characters, but that's a completely different story.
Yeah, yeah, that's
So
okay.
I'm done with mine. Hit me up with yours.
All right, let's get into my weird ass list now that I'm looking at it. Number 5. My number 5 is the Lego Movie.
Now hold on. Before he explains, I will say technically the Lego movie is an animated movie. It's not all just Will Ferrell playing with toys and his son trying to play with him and he's like, get out of here, son, I don't like you. And you
Yeah,
gotta get it.
it's technically animated, so we're gonna, you know, like
There's
yeah,
no
that
technically
goofy.
animated. It
It
has
is
animation.
animation. Like the goofy subplot is one thing, but like it's animated. Come on now, let's not be. If it was like stop motion,
Yeah.
then that'd be different. But it's animated. Come down.
Stop motion is a form of animation.
Yeah, that's gonna be important later. But Lego Movie simply because like any like Ninjago, I don't know if you've seen Ninjago, but like watching Ninjago
I know Ninjago.
and watching like just anything Lego related is already funny as fuck because they can just do whatever they want with it. And then to have Batman be
The Batman movie?
yeah, but like just the jokes and everything that's in it and like the way that it comes together and it works, it's just funny to me. I love the plot. It's a movie I can like watch, not over and over again because I get tired of watching shit repeatedly. But like, it's a movie I can come back to a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, my big thing about the Batman Lego movies is the memes that came from it.
computer.
Anytime they come on, I just. But sir, you must no, and he's just bouncing everywhere. Funny.
He's like, I hit it on my first try. First try. Okay. So
What about that number 4?
number 4 is Chicken Run. One, I grew up watching Chicken Run. Chicken Run to this day is a movie where I will laugh my ass off watching it. It's just fucking silly. And, and you know, I like my silly. I like my goofy.
Here's the thing. I never really cared much for those movies.
To each their own.
Any of the Chicken Run movies, or what is it? What's the other one with the dog and the dude?
I didn't really care for those. I know what you're talking about. I don't remember the name of the show. I didn't care for those.
Well, I'm talking.
Isn't
It's like Walter
Wallace and
something with a G.
Gromit or something.
Got it. Yeah. I personally never cared for any style movie like it, TV show, whatever. Chicken Run, was the only one that I think I watched a decent amount compared.
Mm-hmm. It's a goated movie. And it's like, you're really rooting for these fucking chickens. Like, I don't get how they make you feel so much for these goddamn chickens. Like, you're really just rooting for these chickens. But we're gonna.
It's like people root.
Oh, go ahead.
I'll save that for another day. What I was about to say.
The world may never know. My number 3, and I'm thinking about making this higher. I don't know. I think I'm gonna keep it where it's at, but Coraline. So I said the stop motion argument comes into play later because,
dude, Coraline, it took about 10 years from when it came out of me watching it multiple times before I understood what the hell was going on.
Right. It's like, but once you get it, you get it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And then the plot to it, it's just great. Like the whole Mirror family, the kidnapping and shit, because that was a kidnapping. You can't, even though she went there for own free will, that was a kidnapping. I don't care what nobody says. But like, it's just, we can dive deep into that at another time because we're gonna talk about Coraline one of these videos.
At some point,
like I said, at some point, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. You guys are gonna get it. But number 2 is How to Train Your Dragon.
And dude, I'll be honest, I shared my list. Dad kind of helps me think of some stuff, but I shared your list with him, and he goes, "Man, that's my number 1. I don't care what you say." My dad loves that movie series. He personally went out and watched the show, How to Train Your Dragon. I don't know if you've seen that, and I'm like, my dad's crazy.
See,
like I know we're grown adults watching cartoons, but I didn't expect it.
Right. See, like How to Train Your Dragon just has that special place in my heart because it's like everybody. It's basically, we're gonna get into the race talk here. You know what I'm saying? It's basically like that. It's like everybody else wants to, just kill the dragons and everything, and fucking Hiccup is like, wait a minute, I have an idea. And it worked.
So here was my thought on that. If you think of it back then when people used to freak out, you gotta think just 150, 200 years ago, motherfuckers would be like, oh, my leg got infected because I no clean it. I cut off leg. It's like these motherfuckers, like a dragon attacks, kills like 20 people. You're gonna be like, yeah, let me kill this motherfucker. Fuck him. Huh? You want some of this? Come on, I kill you.
See, but I like how everybody
makes
eventually sense. It makes sense, of course. But I'm saying, like, I like how he stepped outside of that box, and it worked out. And everybody else started like following suit. And now they had this cohabitation that was going on. It's like a nice wholesome story between boy and pet. Pet being a terrifying 100%. Dragon.
Now the cliche that like, oh, the best dragon killer's son is a puss.
I don't really like that, but
like I kind of wish they made him like strong-willed. He seems to be like the weak nerd. If it's kind of like Stan and Steve. If you don't know Stan's background, that he was that nerd at one point. So it's like, and he's like, I'm a train a dragon, and they're like, why are you training a dragon? And then when he's like flying on Toothless, he's like,
it's like not only is our enemies not training dragons, See what I'm saying?
But yeah,
It's like we can rain hellfire down on anybody if we do this right. But I
yeah, exactly.
think I'm gonna leave that at that though. There's not too much more to say. We're gonna talk about that at 1.2. Just don't know when.
Stay with us. We'll talk about a lot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Just keep helping us, build us.
Facts. And the last thing, like my number one, I don't know how many people know this movie, but
I had no idea, but I've seen skits. I will say that now. I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I literally had to look it up. I'm like, what is this movie? What is he talking about?
yeah, not many people know this movie, but this is also another movie that I grew up watching. When we were bored as hell and nothing else was going on, we would pop this movie on and just have the best time of our life. And it's because like the struggle of this fucking animal family, this animal kingdom, basically that you're watching. I'm gonna give the title in a second, but it's like watching the struggles and everything that they go through to try to overcome, and like it's the loyalty aspect. Why do I fucking love loyalty so much? I don't understand. But
He loves loyalty. Somebody must have hurt his heart. Somebody hurt his heart. Wait, somebody must have stole a chicken nugget or something when he was a kid.
It
He's
had
5 years
bro.
old. Mom comes up.
And ever since then, I just looked at it differently. But the movie is called The Secret of Nim.
You heard that right. The Secret of Nim. When I was looking it up, my dumb ass kept typing "The Secret Life of Nim," and it was like, "Do you mean the secret of?" And I'm like, "I guess."
I suppose, shit, whatever. But like, not many people know. Like, I really don't think many people have actually watched the fucking movie. Like, I think it was like one of those. I don't know when it came out. I don't even know if it was in theaters for real. But I think it was like
1982.
1982. God damn it!
I tell you, I do research. I looked this shit up. It was
1982.
92. Yes.
Just for so y'all know, I was born in '99. I'm watching I literally grew up watching that movie.
Hold on. That movie was an adult by the time this
By
man
the time
was born.
I was born, that is fucking crazy.
Hold on. What is my oldest movie? Shrek, 2001. Then Eight Crazy Nights as my honorable mention in 2002. And then Lilo and Stitch was 2001.
Holy fuck, 82 is.
I at least was alive for my release date.
Yeah, you were alive for all of yours. I wasn't even a thought. My mom wasn't even a thought.
Yeah, that says a lot.
Holy shit, bro.
Teens, stay safe.
Holy fuck, bro. I can't get over that. But yeah, that's one of my favorite movies of all time. And you just have to watch it. It's really hard to explain, but you just have to watch it. It creeped me the fuck out for a while though. I'm not gonna lie to you. Cause like some of the other animals that was in there gave me fucking murder vibes, but it was worth it in the end.
That's just how it be sometimes.
It was fucking made in '82. They don't know how to draw owls properly.
So this is what we're gonna be doing. Is we're adding these movies in, so our next one is gonna be movies.
Indeed, indeed.
Would you like to tell them what movie we'll be doing first?
At this point, they should know. You know what I'm saying? With how we've talked about it like 3 times in this video already.
It's your favorite green character.
Your favorite green ogre.
The green's got the sugar.
We are.
He'll tell you one thing and he'll tell you twice.
You know, you better stay out
It's
of
out me
swamp.
swamp.
So yeah, the first
Now,
movie
how did
we will
far?
be doing.
Okay.
Oh wait. You were saying? Go ahead.
I'll bring it up next time because
We'll bring it
how
up
do you
during
get
the
a deed
actual
for a
episode.
swamp that you don't own?
Very valid question that we will not discuss right now. It will take too long. So,
Yeah,
is-
we'll save it.
that is the next video. Actually, we'll be discussing Shrek, the first one. And if you guys blow up that video, I'm talking like, we'll say We'll say 30 likes, bro. We'll do a Shrek supercut. We'll go over
That's
all of the Shrek movies in one video.
yeah. For hit it up for 4 hours if you want.
Yep.
You
Yep.
might as well just sit down and watch all the Shrek movies.
Yourself, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We'll do a supercut, you know what I'm saying? 30 likes. 30 likes is obtainable, you know what I'm saying? That's easy. That
Yeah,
is
yeah.
easy, bro.
And we're poor, so we got this.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want it, if you want to see it, if you want to see us do it, 30 likes. That's all it takes. But moving on.
We can do it.
That's the next video. I don't want to drag this too far. So get out of here. You guys have a great day. Take it easy. Be good people. All that good shit. We love y'all. Goodbye.